haven't had a conversation as yet to come to at least a mutual understanding of what may have transpired, because it seems like a whole lot of misunderstandings and personal feelings that hasn't really been addressed. And I know that maybe you thought that this might have been the opportunity to have that conversation with her. However, it didn't translate effectively and respectfully because this nigga's
Y'all need to stop doing things on the app and learn to DM each other.
Hold on. Not only that. I mean, they can have. Okay, excuse me. Let me not tell you. Hold on. I'll say this. It can be a conversation that can happen publicly. I do believe that if there are women who are having conversations, we have to be careful of where we have the conversations, because we can't have these type of conversations as women on male panels or male dominated rooms who gonna have an opinion on what is being said. Respectfully.
It's not a male dominated room though. We don't have a male dominated platform.
Your voice is
Rose, I'm gonna need you to type. I'm gonna go on mute real quick. I need you to get your thoughts together, because
my thoughts are together. My thoughts are together. But I am saying that
I'm just playing. God, hey, relax, Rose.
Oh, okay. I mean, this is my first time in your room. I'm getting to know you, so I'm trying to figure out what's a joke from what's real. Respectfully, you know, I'm learning you. You know what I'm saying? I be on defense real bad. I ain't gonna lie. But I be on defense. I ain't gonna hold you. So, yeah, I do believe that y'all can have a conversation. I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all can have a conversation, just not right now. Because what it did translate into is that you a slight dig towards Trip. I don't believe you were trying to.
I'm sorry, Rose. If I'm keeping it a buck, that conversation didn't ring your bell, right? So, yeah, that conversation
talking to each other.
They were talking. Yeah, Trip was talking to Bullock, and Bullock was talking to Trip. Your name
we both interjected.
I know it's your room. Wait. Hang tight. Yeah, they didn't ring your bell. So that's how a lot of this pops off. Is when other people start lending their opinion to situations that didn't have shit to do with them to begin with, kind of like Atlas did, and that's this is a prime example of that. When your bell ain't rang, maybe it's best to sit on the sidelines of that particular conversation. Go ahead, Trip.
Can I say something?
Hold on. Trip was next, and then you go ahead.
I'm often looked at as being aggressive and disrespectful on social media, on this TikTok platform. But I want to bring things to attention. Like I said, Bullock followed me. I followed her back. For whatever reason, she unfollowed me. And I didn't even know about it. I never questioned it. When I found out that, her energy had changed, I went to go block her. And that's when I found out. It was after that I then noticed that I'm getting disrespectful messages. Every time I say something, you're in the comments contradicting what I'm saying. Anything just to go against the grain. And that's fine, but I'm not going to take digs. And then today, we're up here. I came to bring to Kevin. Kevin stated he's trying to diffuse all negative interactions here on this app. I'm going to point out to him, hey, you got somebody in your room that's stirring the pot while we're trying to bring peace. And while doing that, this young lady came up on this panel, centered herself, brought up a situation that initially when I said something, I was not talking to her. I said, y'all in the comments. She hadn't even said anything at the time. I said, trying to act like y'all ain't got morals. I'm a laugh.
I agree with Trip. It wasn't the time, Bullock.
Can I say something? Hold on 1 second, please. Somebody had addressed me. She had addressed me. And I'm stating that's not the first time. And then yet today, she notices I'm up here and perhaps she thought this was the perfect time. I don't know this woman off this app. I've never had a conversation with her. Maybe she heard me apologize to Kevin. She thought, oh, I'm gonna get off in there and get my apology. The disrespect I gave you was warranted. It was enticed. I believe you asked for it. There will not be an apology given. There's no friendship given. There's no need to have a conversation on the back end. You disrespected me on the front end, and you got disrespected back on the front end. And I have the nerve actually to continue pushing that because you started with me. Y'all don't understand that when you start with somebody on this app, don't ask how far they will go. Now, if I sit up here and roast the fuck up out of your bitch ass,
Trip, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, that's fine, but I don't like that though. Don't start with me and then say I'm bothered.
Hang tight, Trip. Hang tight.
May I say something?
Don't look.
I'm not that person, Kev. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. I've always said on this app, I don't argue with people who look like me on this app. I've always been the person who brought resolutions. When I brought that example up, I did that with genuineness. And I can take accountability and say that it may have looked as if because of how TikTok and the politics of TikTok, it looks like I'm centering myself, but I wasn't coming at Trip. I wasn't striving to disrespect Trip.
Listen to what I'm saying. It wasn't about the disrespect. It was about, I see. I think that's the part of it that you're missing, and that's what
can I finish my
that's where the
statement? Yeah.
frustration is coming in.
Can I finish my statement, Kev? Because
Please,
I keep getting cut off. Seriously.
please.
Trip, if you took that as a dig or as disrespect, I
It's
can
not
apologize.
about if she did. She did.
Okay,
It's
you
not
took
if.
that as a dig and you took that as disrespect. I can apologize for that because that was not my intent. My intent was to utilize our issue as an example that we could communicate better on this app, and that would alleviate a lot of the issues in which I was looking introspectively at myself and saying that I could have had a conversation with you as well. I wasn't centering you. I was centering our conversation and that we could have had one and that could eliminate, like in the masses, a bunch of...
Wait, hold up, Tasia. Hold up. Go ahead. Finish, Boo.
At the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, I think that a lot of people on this app have talent, and there's a lot that can be done if we collaborate together. I myself have collabed with tons of creators on this app, and we are doing great things and making good money on this app and have solutions on where we can go. That's what I talk about on my platform. And I think that you're doing a great thing.
Wait, Bullock. Let me clear the air on something. We're starting from the bottom, and we're gonna end up somewhere. See, a lot of people are putting the cart before the horse. A lot of people are seeing the end before we even get started, right? What we're trying to get it off of the ground where we can come to a collective agreement just between those that we have to figure out who's going to be a part of it first. So a lot of y'all are wait. A lot of us are getting ahead of ourselves, right? And so whatever example you have to understand that regardless of your intention, this wasn't the time for that shit. It wasn't the time for the shit. The conversation right now should be more surrounded around what we're trying to do, not pouring salt, people not pouring salt, and people not being a problem. And inciting the same thing that everybody ain't gonna like each other. This ain't about some big kumbaya moment where everybody it's too many motherfuckers. This is about the creators and those that support those creators buying into a common mindset that we gonna stop taking this so personal till we getting personal with each other.
Kev, Helden froze over because I agree with you. And what I want to say was...
Omar, come on, let somebody else talk.
Look. So what y'all got to understand right now is that the reason I came over here, and this is why I keep coming in the box, so more people can actually see, like, what the fuck? Omar is on Kev page, and understand what's going on. So at this point right here, it's not smooth for y'all to let it go. So I think we should drop it because I'm mutuals with you and Trip. I think we should drop it and let us get back to what we're trying to build here. So the other people will feel more comfortable coming in, seeing what's going on and seeing what Kev is starting and what we're all trying to be a part of, which is being peaceful on here and not arguing. So I think right now, I know this is not my panel, but I think we should just let it go and get back to what we're talking about, like the good things of this happening.
What's up, Tasia?
You took the words out of my mouth. Say this wasn't the time, it wasn't the place. If somebody had somebody else blocked, why even address them on somebody else's platform? Obviously, they didn't want to talk to you. So it wasn't the time, it wasn't the place. She should have used another example.
Some of y'all got to stop acting like apologies mean everything. Some people apologize to tell you to shut the fuck up and get over it.
Sometimes me not talking to you no more is an apology. Us going our own separate way. This is not about everybody being friends, y'all. This is not about. There's no movement where everybody like each other. I'm sure Ralph David Abernathy couldn't stand Martin Luther King. I'm sure. Give me some more names, goddammit. I'm forgetting them. But y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to tell you. I'm sure in no movement did everybody. I'm sure Martin Luther King and Malcolm X did not get along.
Nope. They didn't start seeing eye to eye till it was too late. They both was gone.
Jason Jackson, don't nobody like Jesse Jackson.
Kev,
Don't nobody like KevDaComic. Don't nobody like. I'm the Jesse Jackson of this shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna block the
this
people. I'm gonna block your mods over here, the people who I had issues with, because it was just honestly between us and it stemmed off to us. I think some of my mods want the same, and I'm gonna follow you and Rick, and I'm gonna quit running in and out because I keep coming in and out. And you know, my grandmama used to say, "Boy, keep your ass in and out. Drink some water from out the water hose." So, pause. I'm gonna just do my big one. And like I said, I apologize to everybody if I did say something wrong to you, because best believe a gang of y'all caught strays like a motherfucker. We was out here with choppers. Me and Kev was out here with choppers, and everybody was catching strays. So, just letting y'all know that honestly, me, Kev, and Rick, we have no issues with each other anymore. So y'all
Team KevDaComic, drop the microphones in the chat. Spam the chat with the microphones. Team KevDaComic, spam the chat with the microphones.
Yeah, so to all our people though, y'all stop. Don't come in our comments or in the panels with messy shit, trying to incite some shit because it's over with. That's just the bottom line.
Omar, if I could be honest, if I could be really honest with you right now, nobody was stirring anything messy. You blocked us because we would just fuck with Kev. That's it. Nobody was saying nothing messy to you. You just don't like to hear the truth. You don't like to hear the truth. So that's why we
I'm a
had got
Cancer.
blocked.
I get emotional. I'm a man. I can admit that shit. But one of the things that I pride myself on as being a grown ass man is I look for solutions. I'm not going to look for a solution with Kev right now and then we solve it. Then I'll come with another problem. I'm like, damn, can we celebrate the solution? Can we enjoy it? Then we'll get to the next thing. So that's what this is about. But I'm just trying to, as I think about things, how you get into an argument, then you get home like, damn, I should have said that. So as I think about things that can make this better, I will speak on it.
Okay. What's going on, CC? I see. CC, let me tell you. I know I brought you back up. I sent you a request to come back up because I know I dropped you and everything. But I had to drop you because this wasn't about this was not about them. That picture in the background had nothing to do with them. None of that. And so I didn't want the narrative to be changed. That's why I dropped you out the box.
Well, I came to tell you that I wasn't trying to change the conversation. I just wanted you to know that it was all over the app, that was the big deal. And just as Rick said, y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all can put it up what you want, do what you want.
I
I'm
agree
just
with
saying,
Rick. I agree with Rick.
if that's the stance that you had, that's why those other people were still talking about you. And
We don't give a damn what they
you
talk
and Rick
about. We don't give a damn what they talk about.
I've been rocking with you and Rick before y'all had all these damn followers. Let me just
I'm
say
just
that.
trying. Then
Before
you know
y'all
how we
had
is.
all
Then you
these
know
followers.
if that's the
Nah,
case,
you
then you know how we is. Shit.
Exactly. So we stand on business. We ain't finna do all that. Yeah.
New to me. I already know how y'all roll. I was just explaining to you that someone was disagreeing with you. I wasn't asking you to agree with them. I was just showing you that everybody's built different. So just like you and Rick said, I can put up what the fuck I want. It's my background, blah, blah, blah. They're over there saying, well, y'all using us as our pictures as subliminal messages, and it's creating a
I don't
problem.
look here. Let me say this because I'm sick of this subliminal message shit. Right? Ain't no such thing as a subliminal message as long as the motherfucker you talking to know you talking to them. I don't speak as subliminals. I say what the fuck I got to say and don't care who don't like it, don't care who it's about. If I got something to say, I'm gonna fucking say it. I've been on this app long enough for all y'all to know, KevDaComic, I don't bite my tongue for nobody.
I know that.
I ain't scared of nobody on this app. I don't speak in subliminals. If I got something to say to you, I'm gonna say it. If I respect you enough not to mention your motherfucking name, as long as you know I'm talking to your motherfucking ass, the message got to the person it was meant for.
Hey, Kev,
Okay,
you know
so
you can
with
still
that being
joke on me
said,
and I won't take it personal,
hold
right,
on,
Kev?
Omar.
Kev,
Hold
because you
on,
know we some
Omar.
funny motherfuckers, right? So you
Hold
can joke
on,
on me.
Omar, because CC was still speaking
Oh,
to Kev.
I'm sorry, Cece.
With that being said, we're gonna all agree to disagree that some people, their requirements are something different. Like you and Rick say, y'all don't care. Other people do care, and they are more sensitive about it. So I only have 6,000 followers. I look at all of you guys, and none of you are following me. So I'm just looking at everybody, and it all looks so stupid and crazy from my seat because it's
Okay,
like you all saying
so
the
this is
same
the
thing.
solution. I got a solution for it,
Yeah,
right?
let me finish my point. You're all saying the same thing, but you're all requiring something different. You all want to get along. You all
Then
want
go
to
to
do
the
lots of
meeting.
things.
Boy,
You all want to
Artasia,
say the
boy,
same
Then
thing.
go to the meeting.
are you my daughter? Are you my daughter too?
Well, when we talk,
Because that's
we be
exactly what I
laughing
was
at the
about to
same
cut her off and say. Then come to the meeting and voice that opinion.
Kev, what I was gonna say is it's cool for me and you joke on each other because that is part of our content. And when you, I'm that nigga you can't sit next to at church. I had to. I know you gonna get my ass.
Come to the meeting. Come to the meeting and voice that opinion, and we'll run that cross. That's what this is for. Right. This is not about KevDaComic. This is not about one individual creator. It's not about one person coming, and it ain't about another one not coming. So we not finna make it about me, and we damn sure ain't finna make it about nobody else.
And you gotta be clear. So when I say my point ain't to disrespect you, just like he clarified that shit. He specified. He said this is not about Black Diamond. This is about the comments. So once I tell you that I'm not trying to be disrespectful, and what my stance is on what the fuck I'm talking about, if you feel some type of way, that's on you.
That's on you.
Yeah, but it wasn't about me. That's what I was saying. It wasn't about me.
Yeah, that's on
about the people that was going back to her. I didn't go back to her. I'm not following her. I'm not friends with her. So I didn't go back and tell her anything. I'm just telling you what it was going across the board, across the app.
But see, this is also the issue too, CC. With you going from chat to chat. That's also an issue.
No, first of all, I wasn't going.
I didn't say that you were in the chat. I'm just saying you coming back over here to tell what was said over there. That's also an issue. So I don't feel like this should even continue. If she don't want to come, she don't gotta come.
I got a question for those of y'all, because I've been hearing about this meeting. What is the criteria of a content creator to be a panelist to speak to how or whatever y'all supposed to be speaking to? What's the criteria?
They started it.
There was no. See, y'all making it seem like it was some. I was live and came up with this idea. There was. I didn't sit down. I didn't put no thought in it.
Not you didn't have a plan. So I had a platform. I didn't got a plan.
Yeah, I didn't put no thought in this shit. Yeah, I didn't play none of this shit or nothing. So I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Oh my God. But I do feel like it's a good idea for all of the panelists. I'm not going to say creators, because I'm a creator, but I don't be on live, right? So I would say for all of the panelists, all of the hosts, all of the live streamers, right, who host these panels, if you feel that you are qualified to speak to a point to where everybody should be able to X, Y, and Z, have a kumbaya, let's settle this, then go.
I think there needs to be a common a goal and agreement between. Let's not even say creators, because everybody think they're a creator, right? Everybody think they're a fucking creator. Create your ass off. I don't give a fuck, right? But everybody's not an influencer.
Oh, that part.
Everybody's not an influencer. So you create your ass off. Create to your heart's content. Goddamn it! You're a creator, and you're a creator, and you're a creator. All of us are fucking creators. Everybody's a creator, but all of y'all ain't got influence.
Kev, you do have influence. That's why, again, being a woman,
that's some real shit.
Being petty, going
see, it's almost like everything that's said, you going to and it's starting to frustrate me, right? It's starting to frustrate me because you're being real condescending. Again, I'm stating to you that I'm talking. Everybody on here is not an influence. You may influence them 5 people that be in your live, but you're not an influencer when it comes to the masses. Right now we got 1,300 people. We got all the way up to 1,500 people in here. Most of y'all can't get 15 people in your shit, much less 1,500. So let's keep it real. Let's keep it real now. Let's keep it real.
So when I said you are an influencer, why did that bother you that I said that?
No, I thought no. Maybe I misunderstood what you were saying.
Misunderstood, because I said, Kev, yes, you are an influencer. That's why I came up in the box earlier to say, hey,
forgive
Kev,
me.
Okay. I was sharing my opinion with
forgive
you
me, CC,
earlier.
Forgive me. I misunderstood what you said. Forgive me. I misunderstood what you're saying. Please forgive me.
I'm a mental health counselor, right? So it is not ever in my heart or my profession to be messy and start stuff back and forth. I had a piece of information. I came to you earlier with that information, hoping that we can resolve it. I was looking for a resolution, not for messy back and forth, because I don't go to all those platforms, but I do come to yours every day. I'm on your lives
I
every day.
misunderstand what people say a
All of
lot.
that.
I'm not a good interpreter.
That's why I came to you,
Yeah, I
because I
misunderstand
was
shit a
trying to
lot.
be helpful, and I really think you misunderstood me.
Well,
Can I
I
tell you
misunderstood
something, Miss CC? If you just really want, it was the manner in which you did it that came off as a little bit messy. You know what I'm saying? And it's part of the issue. Some people that don't, if you don't have, there's a lot of people that try to do conflict resolution that don't have conflict resolution skills, and what they in their methods and ways that they choose to try and resolve certain conflicts, all they do is stir up shit even further. And in your approach when you came, you ended up stirring the pot a little bit more. I know that you now say that it wasn't your intention, but in reality, that was the impact.
Cosmic. Don't get muted in the comments. Cosmic, don't get muted. Don't get muted.
My question is, what makes a person influential? That's what I want to know.
Rose, you are very much so influential, Rosie.
Oh my God.
Bro,
you
get out my
influential,
face.
Rosie Pooh.
Get out my face, bro. So, Kev, I'm asking you, what makes a person influential as opposed to just a content creator?
Zay.
Oh Lord.
Let me say this, right? Because I'm not here to grind axes or to, you know, make people feel like they're not a part of the group, or not like we teaming up, or we clicking up, or we excluding folks. And y'all can have wait.
Okay, so
Stop.
because
Stop.
y'all make it seem like a person
Hey, Mars, can somebody mute her, please? Can somebody mute her, please? Zay, please don't come up here doing that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I'm not getting ready to get into a job. I'm not finna joust with you neither. I'm not here to stroke anybody's ego. I'm not trying to, if you feel some kind of way, do the same thing that we're doing with the group of creators that you feel weren't included. And do this, y'all create a movement. Why y'all ain't gotta be a part of ours? If you feel excluded, like you were left out. This is not everybody against everybody. If there were content creators that feel like they were left out and they wanted a voice, we'll support that group too. Create another group, and this group will support that group, right? And then that group start another group, and then we'll support that group, and all of us all the groups start supporting each other as long as we all like-minded. As long as we all got the same common goal that we're not going to be tearing each other down on this app, we're not going to be using each other as content, we're not going to be going too far and trying to prove points, we're not going to be using people, family, kids, and everything else to get our lick backs. Why does it have to? It doesn't have to be exclusive to just what we. It's got to start somewhere, Zay. Right? It's got to start somewhere, right? And if somebody feels like NAACP wasn't the only thing that they had going, they had all kind. You had the Black Panthers, you had everybody, you had different groups that had a common goal. Everybody got their egos on the table.
Rose, you keep saying that it wasn't you. What wasn't you, baby?
Y'all, I don't know how the hell I'm catching strays. I wasn't talking. Y'all telling me to mute up and say.
Because
You've been warned, Cosmic.
I got this.
So I don't
because your initial thing was what because I had to go from I had to explain creator, I had to explain content creator, then I had to explain okay, I had to go to influencer. Well, now what makes a person an influencer? It's just so condescending, and if you don't see that, Rose, you just being argumentative.
You've been calling everybody condescending. What I'm saying is not condescending. If you misinterpreted what I was saying, then that's understandable. However, I am not being condescending. I was asking questions that are valid because I do want to know what people are. How is someone?
You're an influencer.
How is someone considered? It's not about me though.
It's not about my definition. There's no. There's no definition that I could give that's going to
I am not
solve.
centering myself. Please do not center me. I am not centering myself.
Yes,
I didn't
you are.
ask about me. I didn't ask about what I do or how you view me or how other people perceive me to be. I am asking a simple question. What deems a person to be a content creator? What is your perception of a content
What
creator?
difference?
Intent over impact.
What difference?
And the
does it
reason why I'm asking this is because based off of the conversations that y'all have been having, y'all are picking or there are particular individuals who are going to be in the space who
That's
you
right.
guys want to resolve certain issues.
That's
so
right.
I'm asking, is it based off
Have
of
you
just,
have you and I ever had an issue?
is it no? So can I am I allowed to finish? Because I don't want you assuming what I'm going to say because that's how we got here. Assumptions. So
I'm telling you, don't do that. Don't do that. Zay, I'm being real patient with you, baby girl. I promise you. Don't do that. Don't do
You
that.
have some grievances to acknowledge with other creators.
Don't do that.
If you just wanted to say it like this is simple and plain. Almost everybody that's been invited has been inactive on TikTok, having a massive influence since 2022, the first round and the first group of people. Everybody there has been holding down their own platforms since 2022 that was invited initially. I think Trip may have caught one just because she's been active in trying to do some mediation as of lately. But for the most part, everybody here been going in since 2022 that got invited the first round.
And Rose, I'm not getting ready to sit up here and do this with you. You know, this is not about who's important and who's not. This is not about KevDaComic. It's not about anybody in particular, individually, whether they come in it or not. This ain't about, the smaller ones versus the bigger ones and what about the smaller ones. This is about a collective effort for us to start, trying to moderate the content that we putting out. That's what this is about. This ain't y'all got y'all egos. This app has made some of us feel way much bigger than who we are in real life. Yeah, or either that, or it's showing exactly who you are in real life. It's one of the two. It's either one of the two. A lot of motherfuckers come on here and pretend to be somebody, and a lot of these motherfuckers are showing exactly who they really are. And if y'all can't see, y'all got some of the biggest beefs on this app, whether they small or large. Omar ain't got no huge following. Omar ain't got the followers that we have, but Omar was caught up in the beef. So what doesn't he represent? What he was invited, he declined. Doesn't he represent the smaller creators? Because he got 20,000 followers. Isn't that considered a smaller creator compared to the 150,000 Slim got, the 200 and something thousand Rick got, the 100 and something thousand I got, the 200,000 T got? Isn't that considered a small creator? Black Diamond was invited as well. She declined as well. She ain't got but 50-something thousand followers, right at 60. Doesn't she represent the smaller creators? Y'all looking for something to argue about. Y'all looking for something to pick apart. Y'all looking for something to be wrong with, something to complain about and say you got a problem with some shit. Go ahead, Rose. Don't cut her off, y'all. Don't cut her off.
I don't know.
I was just gonna say.
Don't cut Slim.
No, I'm just playing, Unc. I'm just playing, Unc.
Slim.
No, I was just playing, Unc. Rose, come back. I was just playing, Mom. I was just playing.
I'm just gonna say that times when I feel things, I be right. I just knew that it was gonna go left as soon as she called the room male dominating. At that point, there's nothing else to talk about. Why are you still here if you feel like you're being dominated by men?
I agree with you. And that's why I corrected her then. This is not a male-dominated room. So where the fuck did that come from? I mean, everybody's trying to personalize this shit. Y'all are the part of the problem.
But in reality, some of the people that want invitations that weren't invited, and they're fighting hard for an invitation to be able to take a seat on that, it expresses your own agenda right then and there. You're not your alliance is not to being to resolution. Your alliance is more so to just making sure that you're validated at this point in time. If you understood the message and you understood the mission, you'll be able to be like, all right, cool, I wasn't invited, but I like where this is going.
Okay, if she don't want, if somebody in the comments say I don't think she wants to invite, that's fine. Then what are we talking about? If she, it's not.
And
Everybody's.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah.
But okay,
Try
what I
to
want to say
Kev.
is,
It's
hold
just
on, Empress.
crazy, man. It's just.
I feel like
I feel
I know
bad. I
what's
feel
next.
bad.
I feel
I
like I
feel
know
bad.
what's next. And you better not respond. I feel like I know what's next. And please don't respond. Please, okay?
I stand nothing to gain from this. I'm not a clout chaser. I got my own speed. I got my own speed. I don't give a damn if I go live and it be 100 motherfuckers in there. I do my own motherfucking thing. I don't copy nobody else's content. I don't borrow from nobody else's content. I do my own motherfucking thing. It follows me. If I'm attacking another content creator, the only thing that serves to do the only thing that serves to do is to suppress that content creator. If I go against Aunt Karen and I'm making videos about Aunt Karen, or I'm going live about Aunt Karen, I'm not going live about Aunt Karen because I want people to love on Aunt Karen. Now, I'm going live because I'm trying to suppress her. I'm trying to turn people against her. I'm trying to turn people away from her. I'm trying to get people to think about them the way I think about them. That shit is wrong. Whereas we go so far as to talk about people's kids, and then we'll hear somebody else talk about some shit, and we'll pick that shit up. And again, I am not exempt. My name is top at the motherfucking list. Because usually when somebody go low, I'll go to their motherfucking toes. And all y'all that keep in my comments saying, let's hear Rose, let's hear Rose. You don't look, chill out. Chill out. Chill out. I got this. She the one dropped out of the box when I told her everybody not to even interrupt her. So shut up talking to me in these comments about I got this. I don't have a position. I don't have a favorite in this motherfucker other than Rick. Rick is my only favorite in this motherfucker. I ain't got nobody that I dislike.
It's hurt.
So
My
I'm
feelings
not
is
gonna hold
hurt.
you. I'm genuinely trying to be respectful because this is my first time on your panel. And, people already have their own preconceived notion about what I do and don't say or how I do handle certain situations, and the people who I do and don't get along with on this here app or this panel in its entirety. So people are already on defense, not only on the panel, but also in the comments. My question wasn't to center myself, nor was it to see if I could get an invite or not. I really genuinely do not care whether I am invited into a panel to sit with people who may have beef with each other or not. I wanted to know, one, what was the solution to get past? Sir, please. I have to be able to finish my stance. You keep suppressing my stance every single time I open my mouth.
Let her finish.
So my question is, what are the qualifications of an individual to be able to speak to it? I'm realizing that it's the people who are actively getting into it with each other. Okay, that was answered. You answered that question. Then I asked, what makes a person a content creator and an influencer? Why are these things interchangeable? What makes them different? It is not me asking about myself. I know who I am. I don't need anybody else to tell me who I am. I just wanted to know, because based off of different perspectives, one would deem a person to be more of an influencer as opposed to a content creator. It was a simple question. It wasn't about me.
Okay, so what difference does it make then?
Because you're the person who said
If you're not, if you're listen to my question. Listen to my
It's
question.
not about who, Kev. Your statement. I know what your question
Zay,
is.
this ain't your platform. This ain't your platform. So you may have a point that you're trying to make, but if I let you articulate yourself but listen, you run your platform the way you run your platform, and I'm sure you do it very well. But this ain't it. So the question I'm asking you is, if you have no interest in it, you have no dog in the fight, what difference does it make what the qualifications are and what the criteria is? What difference does it make? Because you're not trying to be a part of the solution at all. You're not interested. Wait.
I never said
I'm not
that. Don't do that.
God damn it! Look, Zay. I'm being patient with you. Come on. Don't do this. Don't use me for views. Don't use me for
Stop
views.
me. Please stop.
Okay,
Stop paying,
if
stop
you
feeling
don't
that
want me
negative
to,
about me.
Maz, can I
Because
get
at this point, it's becoming disrespectful.
Artasia? If that's not the conclusion you want me to draw, then don't do this. That's not this. And I'm not trying to get into some joust with you. I'm not trying to have no back and forth with you. I'm not trying to match wits with you. And if you're not interested in being a part of the solution, then this is a moot conversation. There's no solution here, because everything that I say to you, any answer I give to you is going to be retorted with something to go against it. There's no satisfying you in this conversation. So anything just serves as content for you right now. And I'm not interested in doing that with you. You may not need me for clout. You may not need me for views. You may not need me for followers. You may not need me for this, that, and the other. And I get that. And I no problem. But this ain't the time for this. And I'm asking you nicely, if we got something productive to talk about, rather than how this was not some coordinated event. This was not something where it was meticulously thought out. And I sat down and I said, well, this was none of that. This was so arbitrary. It was so arbitrary. But if this is what we're trying to get away from, this is what we're trying to get away from. We're trying to get away from making it seem like we're against each other. If you feel like you're not included, or you wanted to be included, or it should have included other people, then create that group, and those will support that, and we'll back that up. As long as it's a common goal, I ain't trying to tell nobody how to run their platform. I ain't got no conversation for that. I ain't trying to stop nobody money how they. The way that we attack each other gotta stop. The way that we come at each other gotta stop. We go too far. And if you don't see that, then you are part of the problem. And that goes for you and anybody else that apply to. You know, if there's content that come up and we discuss, I can't control that. But we can control the content influencers. I'm talking about people that have influence on people that they follow them. If there's a problem, they run into them. And some of us have more influence than the others, and we know who the fuck we are. Go ahead, Aunt Karen.
Hey, Kev, how's it going?
What's happening?
I just came up because I know people were asking me to come over, and I just was sitting, but I don't want to interrupt what you and Rose have. I don't know if that's going to be
No, you're good. You don't even have to speak on that.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I don't know. I don't know what you may have heard about me, because we don't
Nothing.
frequent each other's. Sir, what you're saying sounds like something you've heard, right?
No.
And that's okay. My thing is this. I'm not.
I shoot straight from the hip. I ain't heard nothing about you.
Understandable.
I shoot straight from the hip.
However, I am not. Understandable. However, I am not centering myself. I have not centered myself in this conversation. When I said that I do not care whether I am on the panel or not, it doesn't negate the fact that I will support broadcasters and people who are deemed to be content creators or influential broadcasters on this here app. My support does not negate whether I sit on a panel or not. I can be in the comments and still support. That is not a problem to me. I'm not asking to be seen or to be centered or to be put on a pedestal of any sort. I just wanted to know what was the criteria of said individuals who are going to be speaking. And the only reason why I'm asking that is because I wanted to know how does it make them valid? The reason why I'm asking that is because you made it
exactly.
You have to let me
exactly.
You have to
no, because no, exactly. You want to know. You're trying to. It's an effort to invalidate.
I don't want to argue.
It's an effort.
No, it's not.
You're right. It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
And the reason why I asked what makes them valid is because you said out of your own mouth, you can be a content creator and everybody can be a content creator, but everybody cannot be an influencer.
No,
so
I didn't say everybody cannot. That's not what I said. I said anybody can be a content creator, but not everybody is an influencer is what I said. I didn't say anybody can. I didn't say anybody can't be an influencer. I said anybody can be a content. Everybody's a content creator. You're a content creator. I even joked about it. And then I said everybody can be a content creator, but not everybody is an influencer. That's what I said.
Okay, that's what you said. It did not take away from the fact that it triggered a thought in my mind, which is,
I can't help
okay,
it.
well,
I'm not. Your triggers are not my
sir,
responsibility.
please,
Your
you
triggers
have
are
to,
not my
you
responsibility.
have to, please, because you don't even know what I'm saying.
Your
You just
triggers are not
talking,
my responsibility.
bro. I said it triggered a thought. I'm not
Same
triggered by
thing.
you. No, it's not. It's not the same thing. It triggered a thought, which made me come up on the panel and
Okay.
ask you, what is an influencer? That was
Turn the
it.
comments back on,
What
please.
makes a person an influencer? That was the only question. It was very valid and fair questions. I don't know why you're centering me and saying that I'm trying to clout chase off of you or looking for you to be my content. That is not the case at all. I don't make people my content, sir. However, there are a lot of people who
Turn the comments back
who do
on.
make people content, which doesn't take away from them being
Turn them
content
off.
creators or influential individuals. I don't mind
I got you.
supporting.
I
have
got you.
no
I got you.
problem supporting.
I got you. I got you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Aunt Karen.
So,
Child.
so I just wanted to make sure because it's to me, I thought this meeting was just going to be about us having a conversation. It's starting with with people who do generally have disputes. So I just want to make sure that that's what I thought this was.
It
That's
turned into some
the
other shit.
No, that's what it is, Rose. I think you just missing my love. You missing that it's old people really. It's not the new content creators. It's the old ones that are wanting to create something, start a band, a ripple effect. It's not anybody being anyone or the other being chosen. It's just the old heads are wanting to start a ripple effect and the ones who have been beefing for a very long time. Not the newer ones, but the ones who have been beefing way back for a lot of the newer content creators who are now big influencers have arrived. That's what I think that's the kind of part just that you miss in my love. That's all.
That's all
It's
I
nothing
wanted to
big.
know.
It's not to pick and choose who are there. It's just the bigger contents who have been in each other's necks for a long time are now trying to cease fire and start a ripple effect for us newcomers to kind of follow in footprints. If you get what I'm drifting, it's not that anybody's being left out or anything like that. It's just the older ones. You are a big time creator. Everybody is seen. Everybody is heard. It's just a ripple effect to slide it on down. That's all. Don't take it personal.
and Aunt Karen, while you're in the box, you know, I want to apologize to you for everything. You know, I try to move in the way that I want people to treat my daughter, and I failed in that regard with you. And for that, I sincerely apologize to you for that. I would want a man to resolve conflict differently if it were my own daughter. So I apologize to you. I apologize to you.
Oh, I appreciate that. And I apologize as well. I think, there was a lot of back and forth, as you know. There's a lot of stuff that is not typical of things that I would have done what I would have want to do. And I think that's why this meeting is important to have. I don't think it's about someone being having a ton of influence. I think there's just a lot of beefing that's going on right now. And it's getting to a point where it's just boiling over.
Absolutely correct. And if we can, if the people that had the biggest beefs can see that it's getting out of hand, the rest of y'all should see it too. If we can see it's getting out of hand, look, you can't come over to my platform with that shit. You can't go to Facts Over Feelings with this shit. As of this meeting, as of today, before the meeting is at 6:00 on Friday. It's a Zoom meeting. I'm sure each creator is going to be streaming on a particular platform. If you want to be a part of it, then be a part of it. Don't be a part of the problem. Don't be a part of the problem. A lot of this stuff, y'all, is getting out of hand. Somebody gonna get hurt. Somebody gonna get hurt, y'all. Somebody gonna get hurt. And it's gonna be because of one of these platforms. It's gonna be because of one of these platforms. Somebody gonna get hurt. And whose hands is that blood gonna be on?
But it ain't just about us though. We got kids too, man. We got children and shit. You got your kids tap in on them motherfucker with you all the time. You know what I'm saying? So not only do it affect us, it affect the people around us. I got a wife. Hell, you know what I'm saying? I got 2 boys and a daughter. I don't want my son to come on this motherfucker and see a nigga talking about he finna pull up on me and he finna fly to jump on me and all this old goof ass shit. That ain't no, cause I lead by example of my kids. Like I'm an entrepreneur. I get out here. I got several business. Me and my wife. I'm blessed in real life, not just on TikTok. That's why I stay up out that shit. But I'm gonna say what I mean what I say every time though. But I'm never gonna disrespect nobody. If you got a problem with Rick, then you just a hater. Cause I don't fuck with nobody. I mind my fucking business. Real talk. And that's dead on that, man.
And this ain't about who coming and who ain't. This is about the collective effort to squash it, move on, and if you got a problem with somebody, even if you chop it up on your platform, don't make. Aunt Karen will never be my content again. Omar will never be my content again. No content creator will ever be my content again. If I mention it, I mention it, but you will not be my content. We putting each other in each other's backdrops. We talking about each other's kids. We talking about each other's families. We giving out personal information. We gotta stop, y'all. This shit is crazy. This shit is, if y'all don't see this shit, then you enjoying this shit until something happens. Till somebody go too far. Till somebody, whatever. This shit got to stop, y'all. This shit got to, and it starts and stops with those that y'all. We know who the fuck we is.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Trip. Trip, you can go after Slim because I know I saw you in the comments.
Nah, let Trip go first because she had been raising her hand.
Okay, so yeah, I wanted to know. It took us a long time to even get to this. Like you said, Kev, you and Aunt Karen have not been on the same platform in a long time. Me and you
Since
and
Sean
Omar.
and Olivia.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of people that have not been in the same space. And I feel like even today we face difficulties with people trying to say like, hey, the content creators should not come together. They should not, basically trying to stop that. And so I feel like when we get to a point, I don't think that anybody, because there's been multiple people that have, stated, hey, we need to find ways to come together. They said T-Time was speaking on it. People that was on my panel heard me speaking on it. Like, yo, we need to do card games or movie nights or something. Everybody's trying to find ways to come together. So I feel like we shouldn't stop it based off of, well, these people weren't invited to this group or these people weren't, if it's versus invite versus not invite, I understand, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like you're left out, but I don't think it's an intent to leave anybody out. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It can be 35 different groups, long as everybody is focused on the right thing.
Imagine the coalition that we could, between Trip, Slim God, Tea Time, whoever, Aunt Karen. I was in Aunt Karen live the other day. She had damn near 2,000 people in that motherfucker. Imagine when you got issues, when you got, and you everybody sends they folks to start calling folks, to start emailing folks. When they getting bombarded with hundreds and thousands of calls or emails a day simply because we sent them? I ain't got to go in Aunt Karen's live every day. I ain't got to go in Slim. We ain't got to be tapped in like that. We ain't trying to be locked arm in arm, fist to fist, and then cup to cup and everything where we just the best of, but that's not this. It's time that we use our collective effort to start making a difference in the things that's important to us. Each one of us got different things that's important to us. And if it's kind of like the llamas. I don't even know who the fuck the llamas is, but I know everybody's scared of them motherfuckers. I know everybody. I know don't nobody. I just don't fuck with the goddamn llamas. I don't know who the fuck the llamas is, but I know not to fuck with them motherfuckers.
Can I go after Slim? I just because I got
dropped out. You can go before Slim.
Oh,
damn! I get
sorry, Slim.
Nah, go ahead. Okay.
I just wanted to say it's really weird because the comments are, people are saying like, so it's okay if little creators get bullied, and I not once did Kev say that, not once did anybody on this panel say that the other creators are free game and all of that. What I've watched, and I know if you guys seen Genty has talked about how people have come to his kids' school. My daughter is about to start school. I don't want that. I don't want somebody in defense of Kev, in defense of anybody who I don't agree with, to go, let's find her daughter's school. That's what I don't think y'all are hearing. So what we're trying to do is have a conversation, because we're not respecting boundaries, and people are doing stuff, and that's what we're talking about here.
God damn it.
Nobody is up for grabs. I don't understand why people think that, they gonna go to the little creator. No, nobody said that. So it's okay if little creators get bullied, and I not once did Kev say that. Not once did anybody on this panel say that the other creators are free game and all of that. What I've watched, and I know if you guys seen Genty has talked about how people have come to his kids' school. My daughter is about to start school. I don't want that. I don't want somebody in defense of Kev, in defense of anybody who I don't agree with, to go, let's find her daughter's school. That's what I don't think y'all are hearing. So what we're trying to do is have a conversation, because we're not respecting boundaries, and people are doing stuff, and that's what we're talking about here.
God damn
Nobody
it.
is up for grabs. I don't understand why people think that, they gonna go to the little creator. No, nobody said that. So
Look here.
put that
A,
out.
a rising tide lifts all boats. A rising tide lifts all boats. When we elevate, when those that have, it's just like with government. When those that have the power elevate, it's supposed to lift all boats. We all gonna elevate. The people that tap in with this movement, everybody gonna start following y'all, and y'all gonna start growing, and y'all coming in the boxes, and y'all going live, and we coming. A rising tide lifts all boats.
And you ain't gotta be picky about the platform that you visit. Now you can just jump in that motherfucker and knowing that the respect gonna be given automatically, because in order to get respect, you gotta give that shit.
All right, go ahead, Slim, and Zay. You can go after Slim. Slim, go ahead, and then Zay, you can go after Slim.
Nah, like it's more of this. Like this should be the motto of all of us as Black content creators on TikTok, especially some of us live streamers that have a large influence. I had said this when I had started changing my whole little direction in which way I was going with things and stop beefing with people. Man, we'll never be nothing but niggas on TikTok as long as we spend our time attacking niggas on TikTok. When it comes outside of this app, and you start talking about, like, people ask what you do. Oh, such and such. I had beef with Kev. Not saying Kev smile. I'm just saying, like, in relevance to the rest of the world, and be like, oh, he's somebody. Oh, a TikToker. Know what I'm saying? If we say T-time, they'll be like,
Zay, I didn't drop you, but I was about to. One of my mods probably dropped you, because if I'm trying to understand what we're doing here. I'm just trying to understand what we're doing here.
If it's so much, we all have good voices. We all have very much so intellectual skills to be able to talk about things that are needed. Some of us don't even care about activism in so many ways. I mean, we speak on certain shit, but we have the power to be entertaining and to build platforms that can sustain us long after this app is gone. And as long as this app continues, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to be targeting one another. And I think that some of the way that we've handled things, especially us that have been around in all these platforms that have branched off of all the collective creators in general, have taken it as the numbers that we've generated from beef and drama and going on with each other. That's a lot of people are starting to take that as that's the way to get up. And in reality, it's destructive. Yeah, it'll give you numbers, know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, will it give you a career? Will it give you longevity in this shit?
And everybody keeps hollering this business, it's business. Then run it like one. Hey, look, I don't care how much money you getting on TikTok. That TikTok money ain't like corporate money. The way we run off our platforms, we run off corporate money. There's a lot of us that have personalities that could transcend, that could cross over, but we scare off corporate money. TikTok money ain't nothing compared to corporate money.
Thanks.
Hey, Kev, can I cut in?
Go ahead, Tim.
So bullying nobody. So y'all stop with it in the comments, because nobody's being bullied.
So this
I sent Rose a request to come back. I sent her the thing to come back up. She's more than welcome to come back up. I need. It just seems like it's more argumentative than problem solving. And I'm not interested in jousting with nobody. I wasn't finna do it with Atlas. I'm not finna do it with I damn sure ain't finna do it with no woman. I'm not finna go back and forth with no woman on BS. He's intimate.
I feel that, especially in the comments, y'all, if it's not about unity, there's nothing that needs to be talked about anymore. Rose, I really don't know. I'm not going to say really don't. I don't know you at all, sweetie. However, you don't seem to be a part of the movement. Your people also seem to be on your side. So if you don't have anything to say that's a part of the unity that they want to take place, it's no reason for you to be over here.
To cut for a quick second and say this, while you and Rick is in the building, Artasia, people that I see all of the time, you guys have set what I would say is a dope trend, as well as a lot of the other people who were in here. And I wanted to speak to Omar while you guys had him up in the panel, because it would have been the perfect opportunity to hear some shout.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
No, I don't mean it on. No. Listen to me, Kev. I don't mean it on a bad level. What I mean is that, again, you guys can never confirm that I've said anything about and vice versa.
This ain't a grievance. This ain't a mediation. This is actually just a meeting to be able to discuss.
I'm glad you couldn't get up here. I'm glad you couldn't get up there.
That's not where I'm coming from. I need y'all to understand something. It's not about airing out beef. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that what you guys stand for, I actually represent. I do the same thing here in my city. I'm tied into my community on the same level. So everything that you guys are saying here is exactly what I stand for. What I'm saying is that it would have been a great moment for me to bridge the gap between the both of you guys in terms of myself, because I came here originally to offer things to TikTok users to cross over to other areas in media. And I learned over this year, watching you guys, it actually inspired me to take TikTok more seriously. So what I'm saying is I represent the people who were not TikTokers and are not, but are becoming. And, individuals have gotten trampled in that wave of trying to choose in between. And so I'm glad you guys are doing this, because for me,
real quick,
I always said,
hold up real quick, Ted. Zay, yeah. I didn't drop you, Zay.
I was dropped.
I know you were dropped because you weren't in the box no more. What I'm saying to you is I didn't drop you.
Right.
I was getting ready to, but I wasn't the one to judge. You said you didn't have nothing to say, right? Am I wrong?
Because at this point there's a narrative. If y'all already painted a whole narrative on your own, right? I can't finish no thought. I can't finish no statement. And at this point, you think I'm clout chasing on your panel. I'm going to make you my content. What else am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to defend myself or just let you think what you want to think? Like, I asked 2 questions. That was it. I asked 2 questions. I said that I fully support the individuals who are up here.
No, let her finish.
I have no problem with supporting whatever the movement is supposed to be. I asked 2 questions just for my own clarity and understanding. That was it.
Can I speak?
I didn't want to cut him off.
Sorry, I didn't want to laugh, but I was laughing at the silence. Okay, I feel like the disconnect happened when you stated that this was your first time over here, right? You immediately called the panel male, whatever you called it, right?
Male dominated.
Not male dominated. Thank you.
In context.
No, hold on. Let her Zay. I made them let you finish.
And then afterwards, you said that this is your first time over here. You don't know how it works. Over here, this is Kev's panel. It's also Rick's panel. These 2 can interrupt whoever. It's their panel. We know that we respect the host. Doesn't matter if they're male or female, okay? That's what happens over here. You also kept going and going and going with subliminal jabs, acting like they were not condescending. You trying to figure out where do you get in to fit in. Babe, find your own to get in and fit in. That's it. That's all they're saying.
Am I allowed to respond?
Sure.
Okay, so the statement was taken out of context. When Trip and Bullet were speaking, I said that I am mutuals with both of them, and this may not have been the time or place for them to have that conversation. If it is male dominant, which means that the host is a man, and they shouldn't be trying to have a conversation amongst women with men. That was the statements that I made. I don't know why that was.
No. But context is important, Rose.
And that's why I'm saying I don't understand.
Wait, hang tight. Hang tight. No. I'm talking about context in which you display or in which you said what you said. I'm not talking about the context in which people interpreted it. I'm talking about the context in which you said it. So you the only context that you're concerned with is the context in which people take what you said. You're not taking the context of which you put it out there. And that's where the original problem started, is the context in which you put it out there. Because once you put it out there, it's left for private interpretation. And according to you, it just landed what it landed. If you misunderstand it, that's on you. But you didn't care. You didn't show any care or concern of how you delivered the message. So don't gaslight me.
No, I'm not gaslighting you at all.
gaslight.
I actually explained what I said. That's why I'm saying everything is being taken out of context. If I explained what I meant and you only took the part of male dominant, even though I explained why I made that statement, then at that point there's a narrative that is being painted.
Let's be clear, because you understand exactly.
There's a narrative being painted at this point. And I'm respectfully, if I said that two women that I associate with, that I am mutuals with, are having a disagreement, and I'm saying this wasn't the time or place, y'all shouldn't have this conversation here.
I actually agree with
statements. And you made statements saying that y'all could talk on the back end. So I'm confused as to now how is it being taken that I'm throwing jabs and being condescending because I said that it was a male-dominated space, referring to the fact that it should be a conversation amongst women to have a conversation about another woman having a disagreement with another woman. Aren't y'all the same individuals that say men business is men business, women business is women business? It's two women having a disagreement.
Wait, hold up, Empress, hold up. This sounds real personal for you, right?
How?
If you'd allow me to articulate, because
y'all don't know me, and at this point, I'm trying not to be disrespectful. I'm gonna go.
Rose, what you missing is over here is facts over feelings. When it comes
you're
to
not gonna be it's facts over feelings. Because y'all been painting a whole narrative this entire time, and I don't like that for you.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Rose?
See, this is why I
want her to repeat what
I said I have been being respectful, and at this point I feel like I'm being antagonized. I think you want it to turn into something else because I have not made any statements that were condescending, disrespectful, childish, taken out of.
No, I'm talking about the part you say I don't like that for you. What was that?
I said I don't like the fact that you're spinning a narrative about me. I don't like that for you. That's what I said.
Okay.
Because if I'm very clear on the statements that I made, and y'all are telling me, oh, it's because you want to be a part of something, that's not the case. I asked two questions.
I can assure you that I'm being way more reserved than you. You won't even let me talk. I've been respectful to you. Not only have I let you talk, I instructed other people to let you talk, but yet your emotions are getting the best of you. Your emotions are getting the best of you to the point to where you keep trying to come off mute, and my minds are having to remute your microphone because your emotions are getting the best of you. You came in here emotional. You tried to make it seem like your questioning was innocent, but you really had an agenda behind your questioning. That's okay.
Man, if you don't see that we didn't spend damn near the last hour trying to resolve the issue. And the panel has been the conversation about a big meeting between several content creators has been derailed, and we've been trying to get back to the conversation. Man, that should just let you know something in
I
itself.
promise you, because I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to be. Your threats of disrespect means nothing to me. And see, that's how you know somebody's intentions are not pure if they have to fight back the disrespect. If somebody has to fight back the disrespect because their emotions are getting the best of them, their intentions are never pure. If my intentions are pure, my emotions are set to the side because I want to come to a common resolution. If I have intentions that my intent is different than that is actually being displayed, then I'm automatically going to be on the defense about everything because now I have to make it seem like everything that you're doing goes against what I stand on. Even though it sounds, I'm all for this and, I support this, that, and the other. But everything that you said has been condescending. If you can get some of the biggest beefs in one room talking, saying, oh, look, all the rest of them saying, look, this shit is enough is enough. What the hell do you care what they consider an influencer or a content creator? You mad because you ain't nobody called you no content creator? You mad because ain't nobody called you an influencer? You don't have as much influence as a Tea Time. You don't have as much influence as a Black Diamond. You don't have as much influence as a Aunt Karen. Let's face it, you don't have it. So go over there and create the coalition and come to a meeting of minds just like everybody else is. This is not an exclusion of anybody. This is not about excluding anybody.
If you wanted to just put it that way, for people that saying you can't ask questions, she asked the first question, there was an answer given. She asked the second question, there was an answer given. Hell, I even tried to clarify the best way I could because I heard the explanation when we was in the box. They said that it wasn't to exclude any creators. It's just all the ones that have been around for so long. That's where we were gonna start. And once we started then we bring everybody else in. That explanation was given, and it was still more questions asked after and after and after, which then makes it look like, if that's not your intention, it then makes it look like you're trying to center yourself and bargain for an invitation.
This is not about one particular creator, y'all. And it's not against any set of creators, y'all. Everybody needs to get out of their egos. Everybody needs to get out of their egos. We all have done fucked up shit. So ain't no one better than the other and ain't none less than the other. It ain't about that. It's so not about that, y'all. I sit back and I watch some of this shit, y'all. And I think about even some of the things that I've done and said in an effort to prove a point. A lot of the shit that we do is simply to get a lick back. A lot of the Aisha, mute your mic. Mute your mic. A lot of the shit that we do is simply to get a lick back. It ain't about trying to expose nobody or prove a point or we want to warn everybody. It's to get a lick back. To exercise a personal grievance or vendetta that we got against somebody else. That's what the shit is for. Half of us really don't even dislike the motherfucker we coming against. Y'all actually really like the motherfucker. But because we feel a certain kind of way, we doing anything. And I'm at the top of the list. So whoever said, oh, the hypocrisy, you can kiss my ass. Because I've been including myself as number one this whole time. I'm talking to myself and hoping somebody else is listening. I'm talking to myself and hoping somebody else is listening. And those that ain't listening, it ain't meant for you to hear. I ain't been sitting up on some high horse acting self-righteous. I'm at the top of the motherfucking list. I know when somebody go low, I'm trying to aim for their goddamn pinky toe. Look, when it come to this shit, it's certain motherfuckers. Let's keep it a buck. When it come to going at your ass, it's some motherfuckers in here is unmatched. So if y'all really want to keep it a buck, when it come to going at motherfuckers and really getting down to the bone and the marrow of a nigga, it's some motherfuckers, it's some of us that's unmatched. We know we are, and I ain't got to say no names. I can say I'm one of them. I'm unmatched when it comes to going at your ass. I'll make you wish you never came for me. And there's some other motherfuckers on here can say the same goddamn thing. When they get on your ass, they on your ass. So let's not make it seem like everybody's got the same amount of influence. No, everybody ain't got the same amount of influence. That's why some of y'all mad is because somebody got more influence than you do. That's why a lot of motherfuckers mad is because, what's an influencer? How do I get to be one of those? Why I ain't in the group? Why y'all ain't tell me? Y'all ain't sent me no invitation. Y'all ain't say my name. It ain't even about that. It ain't even about that. That's just words and verbiage used just to describe the event. I just threw it out there. I didn't plan this shit. I didn't sit down and come up with no motherfucking role. Okay, well, we gonna do this and this and this. I was live. And said, I told my chat, it was probably about 250 people in there. Look, I think we just all us need to get together. Blah, blah, blah. Woo, woo. I just started calling out names. God damn. Gotta smoke a cigarette.
I just need everybody
Jump off ahead.
I just need everybody to understand this is not a pick and choose here. Everybody is an influencer. A lot of the jabs that allow a smaller content to have influence come from old fights from old heads. I don't mean literally those are old people, just old fights and they're stemmed down. So they saying just to cease the fire so that it's a ripple effect. Please, y'all, stop taking it personal. If you didn't get an invite, you are still going to be a part of it because they're all going to stream. Your comments will be seen. They will be read if they need to be seen and heard to add to the plan. It's just to grow the platforms, to make things better so we can do better for each other, to support each other. Y'all, please don't mess this up.
Everybody don't support. Everybody ain't gonna support. It's 1,800 motherfuckers here. I guarantee you, maybe 800 of y'all follow this page. It's 1,800 of y'all. It may be 800 people in here that actually follow my page right now. It ain't about one person. It's about everybody tapping in with everybody to create a coalition of motherfuckers that first of all, we not going to be bringing people families and shit. We not going to be mentioning people kids and shit. We not going to be talking about people religion. We not going to be fat shaming folks. We not going to make other content creators our content. It's about a common goal and a common objective. To where you understand that you got more power with your numbers than you do with going against each other. That's what it's about, y'all. I ain't saying that we all finna be the best of goddamn friends. What I am saying is when we say when it's time for us to activate, turn the comments back on, y'all. I don't care nothing about that. Turn the comments back on. When it's time for us to activate, it's time to activate. That's what it's about. Please turn the comments back on, y'all. Please turn the comments back on. That's what it's about. Go ahead, Empress. I cut you off.
Hey, Cat.
Because, the comments always stay messy. Y'all quit being so messy. She did ask some questions. The questions was answered. Maybe she just wasn't
turning the comments
able
off.
to receive
I think that's messed up. Somebody else trying to do it at the same time.
Bro, that's all. Not so much on her now. Give her a break. Y'all being real messy in these comments.
Go ahead, Trip. Go ahead, Trip. I know you've been trying to jump in here. Go ahead, Trip.
So yeah, I was just on mute. I don't know. I think it's like I said. I think everybody should just, we can try to find different ways to get along. At this point, and I know this is probably not Rosé's intent, but at this point now, it's the people. It has the people like, okay, so is it about an invite versus non-invite, or is it about really making change? I feel like yes, if you weren't included in the group, then it's probably a beautiful thing to start their own group. I know it was a few names that were left off, so I mean, I feel like, once again, if somebody is throwing a party, you can't tell them who to invite. This man is probably looking at people that he personally has had run-ins with, or people that have personally affected people that he runs with on the app. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? If any of us would have created it, we would probably have a choice in saying it. I said yesterday, it was some people I don't even get along with. I'm like, oh, is they invited too? You know, are they coming? Are they on the list? So, but you can't tell people who to or not to invite. So I respect it. I'm all for it because I'm just trying to get along with the people. That don't mean, listen, don't come up looking for no apologies because I gave Kev one. I'm very selective with who and when I'm giving out apologies. Everybody's not getting one, so don't come looking. But yeah, I am open to everybody meeting up on the Zoom, talking things out, getting things squashed. Within the past 2 days alone, we've had so many apologies be handed out to people. Aunt Karen and Kev apologized to each other. Kev and Omar, me and Kev. You know, there's been so many beefs that have been squashed. Omar's like, hey, I'm unblocking the mods. So I was just speaking of this the other day. People being able to move around in other people's rooms freely. The mods not being scared like, oh, damn, I'm mod for them, so I'm not welcome over there. People just being able to move how they want to move. I feel like it's a positive thing.
You did over there was brilliant. I've said this on my platform before. I don't know if anybody ever told you, but I mentioned you on occasion. I think what you did over there was absolutely brilliant with Bellacourt. I don't see you as a messy platform. I don't see you as an instigator. I don't see you as a shit starter. I don't see you as none of that. And trying to get content creators to come to a common goal or get on. I don't want to affect your platform. What are your thoughts on all this? I want to know what your thoughts on all this is.
I appreciate you speaking on that. So, as anyone knows that's been watching the show, I say all the time, your name might be on the docket. It does not mean that you have to show up to court. It just means we're going to discuss what has taken place. We allow the people to speak on their perspective on it. And then I allow the people to vote on whatever it is that we decide to vote on. So with y'all having the meeting, it's not going to affect my show. And I actually appreciate y'all thinking of me to make sure that I wasn't impacted by this. It's highly appreciated, Kev.
Yeah, because I really enjoy your content. And I know it comprises of the things that we have going on our pages. And I don't want to infringe on that. Because again, I don't see you as a messy platformer. I think what you did is just absolutely brilliant. You capitalized on what we already had going on, and you come on once a week. And your platform is one of those that, I mean, I have sat and I've watched that sucker grow. And so I think that a lot of these smaller content creators can stand to learn from you. A lot of us larger content creators and influencers can stand to learn from you. So, you know, I would appreciate it if you would be there. Just because I want you to be heard, because you're what they consider a recap page. And so there has to be content to recap. I'm not trying to make it seem like we all finna be best of friends. That's not the goal. That's not the objective here. I think some of us go too far, and Bella, I'm quite sure that you would co-sign that to a degree. That sometimes we go too far.
After what we witnessed on Sunday, we know it went too far.
It goes.
And the crazy thing is, y'all can be on the docket and state y'all claim without taking it to hell. Y'all know y'all can do that, right? Like, y'all could be on the docket every Sunday and just speak on whatever issues without having to drag it to hell. That's all.
I absolutely agree, and I am number one hell dragger. I'm not trying to seem like some self-righteous asshole that's perched up, looking down, trying to judge. I am the ring fucking leader. In this regard, I am the ring leader. But I see something here. I see something here, and somebody's going to be affected in a catastrophic way, and we need to stop it before that happens, because it's getting worse and worse, and something catastrophic is going to happen if we don't stop it, and one of our platforms is going to be smack dab in the middle of it. I see it coming. I see it coming. Something catastrophic is going to end up happening. And one of these platforms is going to be smack dab in the middle of that shit. Somebody said not is, but what was. I don't think that y'all are imagining the type of catastrophe that I'm thinking about. So you know, we a lot of us got kids that's watching. A lot of us have kids that are watching, y'all. I'm sure some of y'all got kids that's on TikTok. And you may not think they see your goddamn content, but they goddamn do. I got a 12-year-old daughter that runs across my content. Even though she ain't even supposed to have no damn TikTok. That's a whole nother conversation. Get out. Don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to me in any comments about my daughter TikTok. Leave me the fuck alone. But the point I'm making is your kids, or some of y'all got teenagers, high schoolers. They friends see y'all on TikTok. Going back and forth, arguing. They friends seeing y'all on TikTok. We got to stop going so low, right? And y'all motherfuckers, it's 1,100 of you motherfuckers in here. Y'all be part of the problem. Y'all be part of the problem. Damn, I need some cigarettes. Y'all be part of the problem. Because just like y'all running from platform to platform, passing message to message, misinterpreting shit, adding shit to shit, stirring up shit, causing shit. Just like earlier today when we had the screenshots in the background. Earlier today we had the screenshot. Now all of a sudden we talking about them, we talking about that, we doing this, that, and the other. No. Y'all got kids watching y'all, man. Y'all got nieces and nephews and uncles and cousins, grandmas, and everybody coming to TikTok. From the other platforms. That's why they trying to get rid of Meta and Zuckerberg. They behind this shit. Because they see what's happening. That everybody coming to TikTok. And you bone, like they say in the comments, you bone carriers and shit pot stirrers. So Trip, I appreciate, you bringing that to our attention. I don't see that as being messy. That's something I would want to know. That's something I would want to know. And to be honest with you, you're the only one that showed it to me.
Yeah, and I showed it because I've been telling people to come off of my page with the bone carrying, the carrying of messages. He said, she said, they going live over there. I've been stopping it, and I feel like in order for it to be a collective, everybody has to stop it. So if I see that somebody belong to anybody's page, they known to be on anybody's page, and they're doing that, I put a stop to it.
Yeah, was that your page that Hillary went up to last night and Miss E came up there and shut that shit down?
Yeah.
They say, where's Miss E at? Somebody tag Miss E.
But she really stood on business in terms
Trip, they say she stood on motherfucking business. Go ahead, Trip.
Well, Miss E is here. She just wrote, I'm here.
Where's she at? Come here, Miss E. I just sent you a follow. I sent you a request to come up. Come here, Miss E. I sent you a request to come up. There she go.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hey man, get out my bye. Miss E.
I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke now.
Look, all I heard was you stood on business, and I appreciate you.
I mean, Kev, to be honest, like I said, I'm gonna repeat what I said in Trips Live last night, so it's no misunderstanding or anything. I told them that I watched Slim's live when you came in there and you started playing It's Your Season, you know, and that touched me. And I know I can feel when somebody is trying to change. And I told him, I said, I don't know if his daughter got in his ear and was like, Dad, I'm watching you. And it was impactful. I don't know what happened, but that man was triggered, and you can feel it. You can hear it in his voice that he really wants some change. You get what I'm saying? And Hillary began, doing what she do or whatever. And I was like, no, you were part of the problem. I say stuff like this is not what we talking about. This is not okay. I know you hurting. And I stood up for her as well too. I'm gonna be honest, because I said it's not right on both ends. I told her, I say, you and him need to have a conversation. You hurting, he upset, however. So she was like, it was just the other day. I say, but that's still the past. What we're talking about is right now or whatever. It needs to be addressed. Let it go. However. So, I say you'll come in the panels, you'll go from panel to panel, and you'll bash Kev. You'll change the whole narrative of the live. You'll crack your jokes. While they do be funny, it be inappropriate. I say, and it's exhausting. I'm tired. I said, if I'm tired, everybody is tired. I say, Kev got to be tired. I say, and I was going to reach out to you personally, even though we not mutuals or anything like that.
Yes, we are, because I just followed you back.
Okay. There we go. I say, I say, if it takes me going to him and saying, hey, Kev, can we have a conversation? Can we do this? Whatever. I say, but this is exhausting. This is not okay. It's not okay for him.
I know it is. That's one of the things.
It's not okay for him to come up here and say, this about you. It's not okay for you to go on panels where we talking about, and somebody can say Kev and you'll say something toothless, da 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 da. It's not okay for us to be in the comments putting tooths and faces and none of that.
I didn't even do nothing.
You do, Kev. Let me stop you right now.
I ain't do nothing.
Let me stop you, and I'm gonna be fair and say that you say your stuff. I see it all. You will call her Hillary and all the other. I see it all. You get what I'm saying? None of it is okay. You know what I'm saying? And if we want to be leaders or however, so we got to lead by example. You know what I'm saying? And just be what it's gonna be. Even what just transpired a little earlier, we got to lead by example. Sometimes we just got to be like, you got it. Okay.
You got it. You got it.
You got it.
You absolutely got it.
Or whatever. So I just didn't like it. I didn't like where the comments were going. And that's why I came up on Trip Live just to address it and nip it. It's like, y'all got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are not a part of the
this happens for kids, y'all on here being messy. You in my comments being messy. So how different is you? You in my because that ain't what we talking about, right? You in my comments being messy, Prince. And you the pauper. You ain't no damn. You the damn pauper. You the fool. You the fool. You the one that entertains you the entertainer. You the fool.
Somebody in your comments just said Hillary not a content creator. He doesn't have to fix it. You missing what I'm saying. He don't have to fix it, but what I'm saying is
I agree with them.
That's fine, and that's more well and good. But we don't have to feed it either, because what happens is it becomes cancerous and it goes from live to live, like you just said. People coming up into the panels and doing this and saying that or whatever. Let bygones be bygones. You don't really care for real.
So speaking of bygones,
how everybody doing?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, Kev. Lord, Bella. I know when you get ready to go, Bella.
Kev.
Go ahead, Bella. Damn.
We're talking about being leaders. Each one teach one. Turning a new leaf. Is there a way that you can let what happened today with Rose go so we can...
I don't have a beef with Rose.
I think she was misunderstood today.
Yeah,
and I think her feelings got hurt.
Yeah, I don't have a beef with Rose. I think Rose is an A-type personality, and she met another A-type personality, and when I think how we talk to each other is important, and how we convey what we're trying to get across is important when it comes to how somebody else is going to receive it. We always tell people that they're in their feelings and they misunderstood us when we're not coming off in a way where we're trying to get people to understand. I can't come off aggressively to somebody or even in a way that seems, condescending. And that's the only word that comes to mind. I can't think of a better word. But it doesn't. It seemed disingenuous to me. It seemed like more like a way of trying to find gaps in something rather than inclusion. I didn't get a spirit of inclusion from her. It seemed like she was trying to pick apart what we're trying to do.
It's not. It's that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to see why we're
You breaking up,
valid, and she
I
was
can't hear
not. You can't hear me?
you were breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Okay, I just want to say that it's not. It seems she
That's because you didn't listen. Shut up.
She stated herself that she wanted to see why other creators were valid to be in that conversation, meaning that you were looking for something.
Ms. Nitra, Ms. Nitra, come up here. Who is that? As a matter of fact, whoever that is.
Can I say something real quick?
Ms. Nitra, come here.
Hey,
Go ahead, Slim God.
I want to say something. Know what I'm saying? This person asked me to say something on their behalf, right? And this part of the reason why this shit need to happen more than anything, that ceasefire shit. Because this morning, Big Glock name was mentioned, right? Know what I'm saying? In a way of like it was ownership.
Dang it, I can't hear. I'll be back.
When Alice mentioned her name, it was in a way of like ownership, and it made her feel some type of way. And this is part of the shit that ends up happening when people start carrying bones and getting in the way. And now she on the verge of never coming back on the app again. Just because of something that simple. Because certain people use this app for purely as an outlet and just to have fun, to escape the world that they living in, and they enjoy our spaces. But some of this drama, it's not just affecting the creators. Y'all, it's starting to bleed over to the supporters. It's starting to bleed over to the people that actually help us keep things going.
That's a great point.
That's the reason why. And if we allow this shit to continue on, there won't be a platform that you can have. Somebody said it in the comments.
And Slim, and you make a great point, and I gotta kind of pull your coattail on it too. It's so off-putting to hear content creators arguing about the money. Because I got 3 pages, one with a 30, one with a 29, and another one with a 25. So I give out a lot of money on this goddamn app. And it's extremely off-putting to your customer base. I can tell that a lot of y'all have never ran a business. I'm talking about a legitimate. Y'all call this TikTok shit a business. You ain't running no real business. If you ran a real business, you know never you don't get into arguments in front of your customers about money. You do not argue in front of your customers about who getting the most money, who getting the most cash apps, who got the most subscribers, and battle. You don't argue about that kind of stuff in front of your supporters, your customers. If TikTok is a business, then the people that support you are your customers. Look at how we treat our customers. We'll sit up here and we'll minimize them to cash apps, subscribers and interstellars and Zeuses and lions. We minimize our support to the gifts they send. We categorize our supporters based off of the subscribers and shit like that. That's our we're not even doing it for the love of the content no more. We're not even doing it for the love of the content no more. We're doing it for the love of the cash apps. We're doing it for the love of the subscribers. We doing it for the love of the gifts and the lions and the tigers and the bears and the gorillas and the giraffes and the crocodiles and the orangutans and every goddamn thing else that they sending us. Fuck them being people. When y'all get that money on Wednesday from TikTok, that ain't TikTok paying y'all ugly ass. That's TikTok giving you the money that your audience has sent you, and TikTok is taking a portion of that shit. That shit ain't coming from TikTok. That shit coming from everyday people that work hard for them $5.99, for them lions and tigers and gorillas and crocodiles. That ain't TikTok. And we'll sit up here and we'll come live and we'll argue about the most, who got this and who got that and who getting this and who getting that. And we'll do shit just for a cash app. We'll do shit just for a lion or an interstellar. That is not TikTok money. That ain't TikTok paying you. That's everyday regular motherfuckers that's going and that's putting their card number and they're hitting okay, pay, coming out their bank account.
Hey, one thing I want to say real quick. Hold on. Can I have this back and forth with real quick, please?
No, wait.
Hold on. I'm asking though. I'm asking please. It's his platform.
Hold on. You remember the other night we was playing and you did what you did? Thank you.
Thank y'all for the gifts. After you, Slim, can I say something? Good morning, everybody, or afternoon.
The one thing I have, that was one of my biggest lessons. And the other night, yes, I can say, and when I was heated, it was because the allegations that was being made that I was trying to take something from somebody on this app. And I was just letting them know, like, without trying to take anything from anyone, I've always done my own thing. Secondly, I ain't gonna lie to you. I treat and greet everybody, from people that just tap the screen, unsubscribers. If you come into my room, I made sure that I had saw that long time ago when I first started battling, that these are not bank accounts. These are real people with real feelings. That's why I don't put pressure or apply pressure to anyone to do anything. And I have never based my platform. Can I go?
No, it ain't about that. Perception is key. What people perceive is what they believe, regardless of what the truth may be. Perception is key. People believe what they perceive, regardless of what the truth may be. They don't care about your intentions. They don't care about what you did before, what you meant by it, what your intentions were. People believe what they perceive. Their perception is their reality, not the point that you had to prove. They don't give a fuck about the point you had to prove.
Got you. And on that one, I humbly apologize to anyone that I made feel like they were an object or just a dollar sign to me in my fit of rage. People make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But I've never, I don't look at none of these people as
that's what I mean by we taking this shit too far.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's all a part of taking this shit too far.
That's
what y'all don't get. That's a part of it.
Big facts.
When we start bragging about the money that we making, look, I sit over here. I go through these lives. I be seeing the cash apps up there because I put a $250 cash app up there. I think I'm raising hell with them little $250 cash apps. Oh shit! I go through these lives. I be seeing $1,000 cash app, $1,500 cash app goals, $800 cash app goals, now $500 cash app goals, all that kind of shit.
Thanks.
Can I say something respectfully to everybody? Kev, thank you for having this space, and this is a well overdue conversation. Somebody needed to do it. I want to first apologize to everybody that supports me, because I'm guilty. I used to tell my kids this: You are never going to be innocent in a guilty situation. Stop it. When my kids would do shit in life and they wanted to come in, you can't come in innocent when we already talking about something that happened. So I'm going to be the first to say, guilty. I am guilty and have been guilty, but I'm tired of feeling the guilt that comes with being a true content creator. When I came on TikTok, I didn't come over here to fight with black people every fucking day. I did not. I'm guilty with striking back, and I'm tired of striking back. I owe every one of my followers an apology. Because, Kevin, you said something. Yeah, I make money off of content, but y'all know how much money waiting on me from a purse that's been trending for over a month? $20. $20. I didn't even cash it out last night when I went in my creator store. You have to constantly wait for a bag from what they give you for free in the mail. I have met people over here that we rock together on a good day and a bad day. I owe them an apology. Everything that I go through, they go through. Everything. Every battle I fight, they fight with me. That's my fault. I know somebody laughing down there at the $20, but let it sit there long. I'm saying this, I can cash out $1,200 a week on a good day.
Yeah,
But listen, let me finish. I'm not through. I'm just saying, for the love of money is the root to all evil. It's not about the money over here. I could care less about the money. It's about the relationships that I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build relationships.
Right there. Look, I got to stop you right there.
Hold on, because you ain't letting me finish.
No, I'm cutting everybody off. Artasia, please meet the mic. Look, Miss Nitra, we all the same. And it bothers me when we as content creators say the money don't matter. It ain't about the money. Stop lying. I'm calling cap. Do not unmute your mic, Miss Nitra. Do not unmute your mic. Artasia. Do not unmute your mic. Do not unmute your mic, Miss Nitra. That's why this is important. The money does matter. That's dismissive. See, when we get on here and we telling people that the money don't matter, the money fucking matters. Because if it don't matter to you, it damn sure matter to the people that said.
Can I please finish?
Can I finish, Miss Nitra?
Why do we have these spaces and you?
No.
Nitra, you have to let him finish.
Artasia.
You have to let
Miss Nitra, right now I'm talking, Miss Nitra.
Hold on, Larry.
If I was in your platform and you was talking, I wouldn't cut you off, regardless of what I had to say.
Artasia?
If I was in your platform, I'm gonna respect your platform.
So I'm doing the muting. My buttons.
Hang tight.
The other night, you remember?
Hang tight. See, that's why all of this started. One of the fights that's going on right now is because of a cash app. So when we sit back and say the money don't matter, that's a lie, because we doing shit for the money. So and I understand that we all good and we all living nice and blah, and you might not have meant it that way, but perception is key. What people perceive is what they believe, regardless of what the truth may be. And so the battling matters, the cash app matters. The gifts during the lives matter. The subscribers matter. But when we sit up here and we fighting back and forth about who got the most and who doing this, that, and the other, that shit is off-putting. I subscribe to people's pages, and oftentimes, when I subscribe, it's during the mess. It's during the mess. Most of the time when I subscribe to somebody's page, it's because some mess going on. Why we can't start working on building our platforms based off of shit that's actually positive, without us go. I know you want to speak, Miss Nitra. Hang tight. You got your finger all up in my face and shit. Hang tight.
You cut me off, Kev.
Hang tight. Just hang, Miss Nitra. The point I'm making is Slim just said it. He conceded to the conversation as well. We do it. It happens. Well, now that's one thing I've never done. I've never gone live and talked about none of that shit. But when we arguing about money, about the cash apps, about the subscribers, about the gifts and everything. We are minimizing the people who actually support us organically and genuinely. And if y'all don't see that, then you just don't see that that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem.
Can I please finish? So I love clarity.
Can I say one thing, Ms. Nietzsche, so I could go back to work?
Well, damn. Why did I come up here? Why
Hold on, let Ms. Nietzsche go off.
Ms. Nietzsche, I promise you, baby, I'm just relax, Ms. Nietzsche. Relax for me, baby.
I didn't even get a chance to finish, Kev.
Let him get it out so he can go back to work. And I promise you can go right to him. Just relax for me. Relax.
I'm relaxed.
I'm sorry, man. I just came up to say one thing. Like, Slim, I commend you the other day, bro, because you held your cool when people were trying to break you down. I tried to hit you up with your phone and the voicemail. Even when the thing, you're going to be who you're going to be. Even when you and Kel went through y'all thing, y'all sat down and y'all talked about that shit like being. And that something positive to the platform. And a lot of people try to take that away from y'all because y'all bringing something that they can't obtain. And I've been rocking with y'all from day one. And I just taught my hats off to both of y'all, both of y'all positive men. And I rock with y'all off the app with me and with Slim. That's all I wanted to say, bro.
I appreciate you, buddy. A real rap. Miss Nietzsche, you got it. Go and don't nobody interrupt Miss Nietzsche.